Hi dear viewers, welcome to our class. Today we are going to deal with the storied house part 1. Before going to the lesson, let us have objectives. Let us discuss objectives. You will be able to focus on social issues and respond to my questions. You will be able to explain the social issues in your area. My dear students, you will also be able to think solutions for some problems in your area. You will be able to construct some sentences at the end of our lesson. Let us go and see this picture. Of course, we have gone through this picture yesterday itself, and also today we are also going to see this picture again. In this picture, you can have some motivation how the village situations are. So, all these questions were asked yesterday, and today let us see the storied house part 1. Okay. Shall we go and discuss? First of all, I would like to drag my photo down here so that you can easily read the storied house part 1. There was something really wrong with the state transport bus. It had come up the winding road in the mountain as if the lifetime effort. The road was now downhill, and yet the bus moved as slowly as a sick man walking with the help of another. It reached the plain where the dispensary building was situated and stood still, like an obstinate bull. Now, the destination was hardly a mile or two away, but the driver was sore and the conductor had no option but to be silent. When they realized that the bus would not move any faster, a couple of passengers exclaimed, "God damn it for a bloody nuisance." This where we stopped. Where we stopped yesterday here, and we had some explanation about this one. Today I would like to explain once again. So the bus was very slowly moving because there was a heavy load in the bus, and also yes, it was forcefully walking, or what we can say going on the road, because it was also old one. It was also with a heavy load, and it has to go up, getting onto the top area of the hill or any area. It's a problematic for any vehicle, even though it is run by motor. It reached the plain where the dispensary building was situated and stood still like an obstinate bull. So for the dispensary, obstinate, all these things, you will see the meanings in the next page. Now the destination was hardly a mile or two away, but the driver was sore and the conductor had no option but to be silent. Conductor was silent because the driver was sore. Sore means very serious, very angry, because the bus is not listening to the word of the driver, commands of the driver. When they realized that the bus would not move any faster, now it is time for the bus to stop. Bus stopped. What to do? It was time the bus stopped, because there on the plain, it is very lucky. If it could have stopped on the top of the building or top of the mountain, it could have just gone down. It could be a very dangerous situation. It stopped in the plain area. God damn it for a bloody nuisance. There was an exclamation from the passengers. Now let us see the next paragraph. The conductor asked the passengers to get down, and they all put their strength together to push the bus. Now you see, there was something happening. When I was studying intermediate, I used to go by bus to the college. There was also sometimes that bus would stop somewhere, and all the passengers, at least young passengers, would get down and pull the bus. This is what happened here. The conductor asked the passengers to get down, and they all put their strength together to push the bus. Now, please tell me the strong strength. Repeat after me. Strong strength. The other form of strength is strong. Strong man. Strong is an adjective. Strength is a noun form. Very good. The conductor asked the passengers to get down. Get down. Yes, they all got down. They all put their strength together to push the bus. Push, pull. This is called push, and this is called pull, Having gained the initial momentum, beginning momentum, the bus started. Yes, it is quite natural. When somebody just pushes the bus, it starts. Passengers clambered up, juggling one another, just pushing one another. They all get into the bus. The conductor rang the bell and the bus gradually took on speed. Gradually. Gradually means one by one, slowly. What is the opposite word of gradually, my dear friends? Yes, you are right. Suddenly. Gradually, opposite word is suddenly. Sudden death, suddenly. Gradual, gradually. These are the other forms. Gradually is an adjective form. Okay. Gradually took on speed. Took. Okay, it entered the village like a truant child. Truant, and the meaning. Let us see the meaning for the word truant. Shall we? Okay. Look at the meaning for the word truant. Truant. A remark to make someone angry. Angry child. There are some other words to know momentum, the quantity of motion of the moving body. Obstinate, headstrong. Dispensary, a room for medicine supply. Reluctantly, unwillingly, groan, make a deep, inarticulate sound conveying pain, despair, and pleasure, something like that. Let us go again to our lesson. Truant child, angry child being dragged to the school. Hey, this is really a comparison is here. It entered the village like a truant child, unwilling child to go to school. Some children are unwilling to go to school because in the school they can't play, no, they can sit and they have to read. That's why in the initial position the students are not at all interested to go to school. But nowadays it is quite different. You see, in this corona pandemic situation, all the students are willing to go to school, but the schools are not open. Only teachers are going to school. So it is really some punishment to students as well as teachers and their parents too. So dragged to the school like that. As it wound its way through the crevices on the outskirts, it groaned and croaked like a hen about to lay eggs and stopped with a bang in front of Bujaba Patel's residence. So there was some some different sounds. Hen just before laying eggs, it makes a croaking sound, groaning sound. So that all the sounds were coming from that. That bus. You see, here the bus is making some sounds. He is comparing all the sounds with the living things. The bus can make different sounds, but the writer of the story is comparing all these things with the sounds of the birds, sounds of the people, sounds of something, what we can say, children movements and so on. So Bujaba's house. Who is Bujaba? Bujaba Patel's residence. Bujaba is a Patel. Who is that? Patel. Patel's residence. Okay, let us go and see the next one. You see, here is my photo. Just I am dragging down. Okay, come down. Okay, good. As it halted, it gave a big lark, sending the passengers helter-skelter, crunched like a water in a pitcher when the carrier stumbles. Look at the word pitcher, P-I-T-C-H-E-R. Pitcher is nothing but a pot. When somebody carries water in the pitcher, yes, pitcher is nothing but a pot. Okay, do you want to know the meaning of the word larch, helter-skelter, stumble, grunted? Okay, do you want to? Okay, go to the next page. There you will see meanings. Okay, let us see the meanings. Meanings: larch, make an uncomfortable movement. Helter-skelter, okay, disorderly confusion. Stumbled, losing balance. Heaved, lift something heavy. Grunted, make a low short sound like a pig. Entire, all, dockyard, an area for repairing and maintaining ships. All these are the some words I brought forth to you as a glossary. Okay, let us go to this page again. It halted, stop. It halted. As it halted, it gave a big sound, sending the passengers helter-skelter, crunched, churned like a water in the pitcher when the carrier stumbles. All the passengers got down. Get down, got down. The coolie put his hand on huge wooden box and shouted, "Whose box is this?" This is the shouting came from a coolie. Baiji, who was brushing away the dust from his body, answered, "Oh, it's mine. Please lower it." Please lower it. Please bring it down. That is what he wanted to tell. He told that word. And what happened, we will see now, because this picture is just an obstacle for us. Just I would like to drag up, then we can go. The coolie heaved and grunted as he lowered the box which Bayaji caught with ease. Oh, this coolie, C-O-O-L-I-E, coolie is nothing but a labor. Who is that labor? Who is working in the bus stand with a red color dress? In olden days it was. And they used to lower the things from on the tops of the buses and carry that luggage to the bus or car, something like that, or up to the auto or something like that. The coolie heaved and grunted as he lowered the box which Bayaji caught with ease. The box was very heavy, but for Bayaji it was very easy. I don't know why it is easy, caught with ease, because Bayaji had packed his entire household goods in this box. Bayaji packed all his entire household things like cooking things, dresses and so on, but it was very easy for him. There was no longer any reason to hang around in Bombay. Oh, he was working in Bombay. So he was not in a position to stay any longer. No longer he wants to stay, because there was no reason for him to stay there, because his family is living in this village. He had worked honestly for the past 35 years in the dockyard. How many years did he work? Yes, he worked for 35 years. Oh, he just completed his full service. Where? In the dockyard. You know what does it mean, the dockyard meaning? I will show you once again after completion of this paragraph. And had retired. Retired means, yes, retired means it is a retirement. Retirement takes at the age of 60, but in Telangana state there is retirement for 58 years only. And had retired from service 2 months before. Just he stayed there for 2 months to settle down all the things. Not that he had held an important position. He did not work in such a big important positions. He had merely got an extension for 2 years. 2 years of service was extension. During that period, he had become a supervisor. That's it. Supervisor, just a small high rank. Otherwise, his entire life had been spent lifting heavy loads. He had worked very hard whenever he could, day and night. Oh, he worked very hard in the dockyard day and night. He did not bother about day. He did not bother about night. He worked and worked and worked, because he wanted to save something. He wanted to take something to his children, to his family, to his mother, and so on. That's why he worked day and night, overworking, what we can say. So what others work also he did sometimes. He also worked as supervisor for 2 years. Supervision. Supervisor does supervision. Just how are the people are working and so on. So let us go to next page. Once again, look at the meanings. Lurch, helter-skelter, stumbled, heaved, grunted, entire, dockyard. All these are some difficult words which I found into this. Let us go to next paragraph. Okay? Okay. Bayaji had crossed 60. What is his age? 60. But he had crossed just past 60. He had crossed 60 but was in a sound health. Sound health. Whenever I remember the word sound health, I remember a quotation. A sound mind in a sound body. Come on, my dear friends, my dear students, please repeat after me. A sound mind in a sound body. Sound mind in a sound body. Okay. He had a sturdy frame right from birth. Oh, steady, strong. Steady frame. His frame was very strong. Right from the birth. Since he was a child, he was a strong boy, and hard work had given a well-formed shape to his strong body. So workout, push-ups, workout, all these things will help everybody to become strong, especially at the age of 14. If you start this working out, so no doubt by the age of 19 you will be one of the strongest persons in your area, in your class. Daily, if you stop one day, I am sorry, you should not stop. At least for 5 days in a week, you should continue working out nearly for half an hour, then automatically you will get a sound body. In a sound body, you will feel sound health, and also you will have sound mind also. All this is possible. So Swami Vivekananda has also uttered this sentence many a time, sound mind in a sound body. Okay. He paid 15 paisa to the coolie. What does it mean, coolie? Laborer. Put the box in which he had thrown pots and pans and sundry others on his own head, and began to walk in the direction of his house. He was walking towards his house because there are so many things. What are they? Pots are there, pans are there. Pans. What does it mean, pans? Yes, you are right. Pan is nothing but making some dosa or something like that. We use pans. So thrown pots and pans, put the box, everything, and he was walking towards the direction of his house. He was walking to his house. Okay, coming after so many years, coming to his house to live permanently, to settle down here, to have a peaceful life. It is his mind he was thinking of. He had been retired for nearly 2 months, and he had settled down everything in Bombay. He got some amount in his hands. Now he is coming with some pension as well as, and also gratitude. What is that? Some gratuity. Gratuity is nothing but some amount, retirement benefits is coming to his house. So you can easily understand all the family is feeling very happy on seeing this old man actually. But what is happening? Let us see. As he reached Kadam's house, he saw Bujaba coming towards him. Bujaba Patel, what he expected, what he did not expect was happening here. Kadam's house was there, and he was crossing that one. While he was reaching there, he saw Bujaba Patel coming towards him. Bujaba was a known rascal of the village. Oh, Bujaba was not an ordinary person. He was a rascal. Do you want to know? Before going to this discussion of the lesson, I would like to show you meanings of the lesson. Look at the meanings. Study, strongly built, sundry, various kinds of things. Rascal, a cheeky, tricky, mischievous person. Humble, low social rank. Actually, humble means giving respect, but here in this lesson, humble means low social rank. Salutations, greeting, salute or address somebody else. In the written form, salutation is nothing but, we will write it on the envelope. Furious, extremely angry, nonplussed, so surprised and confused that one is unsure how to react. Besides, in addition to, beside means just on the side of, but besides, don't say on the sides of. Besides means in addition to, apart from, along with, that is the sense we get. Interred, place in a tomb with a funeral rites, final funeral rites at the time of death. To incur, become subject to hostility, opposition. To incur the hostility, become subject to the opposition. So these are the meanings we will see. Okay, now let us go. As he reached Kadam's house, he saw Bujaba coming towards him. Bujaba was a known rascal of the village. Bayaji balanced the burden on his head, straightening his neck. He said, "Greetings to you, sir. How are things with you, sir?" What a respect. He was showing some respect to this Bujaba Patel, because these Patels are maintaining dignity in that village. Actually, it is not dignity, a proudness. Okay, Bayaji was a Meher by caste. Meher, what is the caste of Bayaji? Kulam in Telugu we say. Bayaji's caste was Meher by caste, and according to age-old custom, he should have greeted Bujaba with some other way. Actually, the greeting should not be like this. How are you, sir? Good morning, sir. Good afternoon, sir. All these are greetings we make. Good morning, sir, we will say. For a friend, hi. How are you? We will use. But here, he greeted, greetings to you, sir. How are things with you, sir? He greeted. Is there anything wrong? I don't find anything wrong. But this Bujaba is not feeling that it is a honorable, humble way of greeting. He is thinking in other way. Bujaba, my humble solutions to you, sir. who are my father and mother's. So when Bayaji merrily said greetings, Bujaba became furious and said, actually, he should have greeted, my humble salutations to you, sir, who are my father and mother, your slaves, he would have said. He could have said like that. So when Bayaji merrily said greetings, Bujaba became furious and said, Bujaba became furious, very, very angry. And he was telling, do you think you can become Brahmin merrily by saying greetings? Oi, you are just telling greetings only. Can you forget your position simply because you have turned Buddhist? Hey, if you are a Buddhist, will you forget all these things or what? He was telling. So my dear people, you can easily understand the caste discrimination, how it is in the villages, especially in those days. Even now it is prevailing, but it is more in olden days. Bayaji was nonplussed. For a moment, nonplussed. He was unable to say, he was not sure to say something. He cannot utter a word for a moment. He was tempted to knock him down with his box. He was tempted because he was working in the Bombay. He could not see all these things like a caste discrimination, differentiations among the people. But now he wanted to, but he just slowed it down. Okay, calm down, cool baby, cool. He was telling himself. But realized that he could not afford to do so. Besides, now he had come back to his village for good. What was the good? All these things we will discuss. He was to spend the rest of his days on this soil and would be interred in the same soil. He wanted to live in this soil and he wanted to die in this soil and he wanted to be buried in this soil. That's why he came to his village. His feelings are nothing but this village is a sacred one, holy one. He wanted to live with his family. He wanted to die after in this soil only. He would not be able to return to Pune or Bombay hereafter because there is no job there. It was not good policy to incur the hostility of anyone in the village, least so of the Patel, actually, the village headman. It is very mandatory not to go against these Patels, not to go against these Bujabas, not to go against these Cardbums and so on. Such a big people, such a, what we can say, costly, what is that, in a high ranked caste people, he did not want to go against them. That's why he was showing his simplicity, he was showing his humbleness. Let us go and see the next page. Just let me bring down my photo down here. Come down. Okay. So he said in the meek tone, meek means very lowering tone. Sir, why spring this on me even before I set foot on the soil of my forefathers? I have to stay here till the end of my life. Why aren't you going back to your job? Asked Bujaba. No sir, my service is over. I have turned 60. With this, Bayaji lifted the load from his head a little to place it in position. So he was telling, sir, please have mercy on me. Please show mercy on me. So why to spring on me even before I set foot on the soil of my forefathers? F-O-R-E. Forefathers. Don't say F-O-U-R. Forefathers means it is completely different meaning. Forefathers means ancestors. Okay? Grandfathers and their grandfathers and their grandfathers. I have to stay, I have to go, I have to live like that. I have to stay here till the end of my life. Why aren't you going back to your job? That Bujaba is asking. No sir, my service is over. My job is over. I have turned 60 with this. With this, Bayaji lifted the load from his head a little to place it in the position. Then, you have collected your fund amount. Oh, Bujaba was taking his measure. I don't understand. Such a rich people think of these little people's earnings. One day, one of the poor man was working in the village. He was from morning to evening. He was working as a mason, and in the evening there are some vegetables he had, and he was selling in the village. What the villagers were telling, hey, you are earning with the two hands, in the morning and evening. That was nothing but a greedy feeling. Yes or no? So Bhuja was taking his measure. Yes, sir, Bayaji replied with pride. Pride. What does it mean, pride? The noun form of proud is pride. Okay, replied with pride. How much? Bhujaba asked greedily. What a greediness! Greedily, greediness. Why to cry on the other's money? Not much. What can a daily worker earn, sir? Not much, sir. Why won't you mention the figure, man? Bhujaba persisted artfully, not artfully, artfully. So art, artificial. Okay, so like that, he wanted to know the figure of the amount. Some 2,500 rupees, sir. Some? Come on, my dear pitcher, go up. Okay, stop there. Some 2,500 rupees. Baiji gave the correct figure. How much did he earn? 2,500 rupees. Come on, tell me the figure. 2,500 rupees. You are right. Baiji gave the correct figure. Baiji, you have a heavy load on your head. Go to your house first. We will talk at leisure later. Leisure. Look at the word leisure. Pleasure. Bhujaba said in a mock sympathy. There is no sympathy actually. Mock sympathy. Duplicate sympathy. Sympathy. What is other meaning for the word sympathy? Pity. Kindness. Yes, yes. Bayaji mumbled and walked in the direction of his house. At the moment, Bayaji was a proud owner of 2,500 rupees in cash, so it made no difference whether he was an untouchable, whether he was a Buddhist, or whether he was some other. Now let us go and see the meaning. Pride, proud, proudly. These are the other forms of the words. Different, difference, differentiation. Correct, correction. Touchable, untouchable. This is an opposite word. Touchability, untouchability. Okay. Artful, artfully. Heartful, heartfully. Okay. Do you understand the different ways of the words using? Sympathetically, sympathy. Buddhist, Buddhism. Okay. Leisure. Okay. Okay. Do you understand all these words? Let us go to next page. Let us see this one. If one could swindle out, just let me lower my picture. Okay. If one could swindle out the untouchable Bayaji, or rather Buddhist, Bayaji 4 or 500 rupees, that was enough. With the thought in his mind, Bhujaba entered his Wada. Wada means bazaar. Wada means street. The big house, exchanging pleasantries. Look at the word for the pleasantries in the down. Pleasantries, an inconsequential remark made as a part of a polite conversation. Okay? Pleasantries with the people he met on the way. Bayaji reached the public building called Takya in the untouchables settlement. Takya. Takya is a place which is a place where they all meet. It is nothing but a meeting place. The building was named Buddha Vihar. All these Buddhists, they meet there and they adore their prayers, admire their something God like that. They held some meetings, they do some settlements there and so on. By those who had embraced Buddhism. Embrace means hug. Those who took the Buddhism, they settled there. As Bayaji neared Buddha Vihar, the children who were playing with a ball made of rags finished their game and cried out, Baiju Nana is here! Baiju Nana is here! And scampered in the direction of Bayaji's house. Oh, all the children are running towards the Bayaji's house. Because this man is coming after a retirement. And now he is coming with a luggage. Whenever the person coming from a town, he brings some sweets, something to the children. This is quite naturally happens. Especially grandchildren wait for their grandfathers. When the grandfather or grandmother comes to their house, they bring something. Some banana or some fruit, some sweet, something like that. Okay, now this is happening. Everyone is there. So now you can easily understand these people embraced Buddhism. Hugged Buddhism. They took Buddhism. Bayaji's 85-year-old mother. Oh, what is the age of the mother? 85. Okay, what is your grandfather's age? Okay, you know that. Bayaji's 85-year-old mother quickly scrambled to her feet. She scrambled. Look at the meaning scrambled. Quickly, hurriedly. Yes, took strength to her feet and coming fast. She had aged much, but her old warm frame was still steady. Oh, her old frame, her body was steady, strong, and her teeth were strong enough to break grams. What are those grams? Black grams? No. Green grams? Maybe. Yes, you're right, horse grams. Something like that. She is able to break grams. Such a strong teeth she had. She could thread a needle without help. Oh, what a old woman she is. Her eyesight doesn't have any sight at all. Even 2.5 or 1.5 or 0.5. She can needle, just thread the needle, thread a needle without the help of anybody. Okay, it is really a miracle one. We should salute that woman. When she heard of Bayaji's arrival, her heart swelled. Her heart was swelling. Oh, she was swelling with the pride. My son is coming. He is retired. Now she is very happy. As Bayaji came in, his wife concealed her joy with the end of her sari and took down the box from his head. Oh, conceal, C-O-N-C-E-A-L-E-D. Conceal means hide, hide, hide. Once again, repeat after me. Conceal, hide. Please repeat after me. Conceal, hide. You are right. Okay. Concealed her joy with the end of her sari. Just put her sari to her face, covered her face, and took the box from his head. His grandchildren clung to him. Cling, clung. Clung means clutch, close together. Clung to him and began to twist the folds of his dhoti. Yes. The neighboring children watched the scene in an idle curiosity. They were all idols. They were all statues. Statue like that. They all became statue and they were watching this one with the curious looks. Curiosity. Okay. All the curious children are watching curiously. Their curiosity cannot be stopped. Do you understand? Curiously, curiosity. Okay, my dear children, let us go and see the next one. Look at the picture. There you can easily understand how the situation of the family is. This man is, you have seen already. This man is Bayaji. Everyone calls him Bayaji Nana. And his mother is there, his wife was there, and his elder son was there. His grandchildren are here in the picture. Along with all these things, there you can see a cock. C-O-C-K, cock. The painter really painted very well in this picture. There was also one bird sitting on the house. So it was preparing some nest, something like that. So the house was made of some leaves. Yes? Okay. Who is the old woman in the picture? Do you want to know? Okay. Let us see 3 questions. Who is the old woman? Answer my question, my dear students. You are right. Bayaji's mother. Did he bring gifts to his family members? Yes or no? Maybe yes. I don't know. Why did he bring gifts? Because there are some children. Why did not he bring gifts? He wanted to do something with that money. If yes, what are they? Expect. As a child, as a 10th class children, what do you expect? When your grandfather comes, oh, my grandfather comes with the bananas. Okay, right? Some other things. Oh, right. Money for cycle. Hey, what man? Don't force such old people to bring you cycle. Huh? You have to give something to your grandfather. You are asking, oi. Okay, forget about all these things. What is his ultimate goal? Did he achieve it? What is the goal of this old man? Okay. Just let me take my photo upwards. Okay, stop there. Please tell me the feelings of the family members in your own words. Take a paper. Write down. Please tell me the feelings of the family members in your own words. The old woman's heart was swelling. She was very happy. His wife was with joy. And his sons were very happy. and his grandchildren were very happy. Okay, you're right. What do you say when you meet your close friend after a long gap? Come on, my dear friends, tell me. What do you say when you meet your close friend after a long time? Hi, will you say? Hi, will you say? Hi, 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 will you say? Hello, will you say? What will you say? Glad to meet you, my dear friend. Glad to meet you. What do you say? Glad to meet you. If you meet your teacher after a long time, it was nice meeting you, sir. No. Glad meeting you, sir, you have to say. What do you have to say? Glad meeting you, sir. Good morning. Hi, my dear friend. It is glad to meet you. I am very glad to meet you. You have to say like that. Come on, repeat after me. Glad to meet you. Hi, glad to meet you, my dear friend. And go there, hug him. I'm sorry, no huggings nowadays because of this corona. Okay? Okay. So we will discuss some other things now itself. Let us go to some other paragraph. Okay? Just let me bring down my photo so that we can easily. Come, get into the house, children, said Bayaji. Come, get into the house, children. There was an exclamation mark. His mother walked out with a bent back and told Bayaji to wait outside the door. Bayaji obeyed. Stop! The Bayaji stopped. Who said these words? His mother. The old woman came forward, poured some water over the piece of bread in her hand, moved it around Bayaji's face, flung it away as an offering. She ran her palms over his cheeks, pressed her fingers on her temples, like this. All 8 fingers, 4 plus 4, not this one. Remove this thumb. 4 plus 4, like that. She gave out a cracking sound. All 8 fingers gave out some cracking sound. Bayaji's family was doing well. He had 8 children in all, 6 sons and 2 daughters. Oh, such a huge family, huh? Do you think this is a joint family? I don't know. We will discuss later on. Okay, just let me take my photo up. Okay, stop there. Okay. The daughters had been married off. 6 sons, 8 children in all, 6 sons and 2 daughters. His 2 daughters had been married off and had given birth to children also. There are grandchildren. The elder son looked after the fields. The elder son is looking after the fields, maybe 1 or 2 acres. The next 2 sons were in the government service. Oh, his children are also in a government service. The one after them was school teacher. Okay. After 2, there was 1 more man, fourth man. Fourth man is a school teacher. And the 6th one was still studying. Oh, the last boy is still studying. Since they knew that Bayaji was coming home for good, the elder son is in service, and the 2 daughters were already home to greet him. All of them wondered what their father had got for them from his lifetime earnings. So they were all waiting to have something. It is quite natural for a daughter, for a son to think and positively to feel to have something from his father as a gift. When he retires, he gets some gratuity, some a stipend or something like that. So they expect what is the lifetime earning that my father is going to give us. That's why the daughters, their husbands, their children, sons, they just put leave to their jobs and they are here. Now stop here. Let us have a discussion. How many children are there in Bayaji's family? 8 children, 6 sons, 2 daughters. Grandchildren are also there, so we cannot count. What is his lifetime earning? How much? Okay, we already had a discussion. His lifetime earning was 2,500 rupees. Okay, where will he invest the lifetime earnings? My dear friends, come on, think of this one. Where will he invest? Where will he invest this money? If you are in the place of Bayaji, what will you do with this money? Think. I will buy 2 acres of land. Okay, you're right. Come on, come with your answers. I will buy a car. Okay, no problem. Next. I will buy a house. Okay, good. I will construct a storied house. That's nice. This may be the idea of Bayaji. Bayaji was coming home for good. What is that goodness? Goodness. What is the good that he is coming for? Yes. He retired. He wanted to settle down here. He wanted to have his funerals here. He wanted to live with peace in his own house by taking rest, by playing with his grandchildren, and so on. Let us go and see in the next page. Okay, my dear friends, this is the part 1. Okay, now it is time for taking leave of this class. We will discuss the remaining things in the next class. See you. Bye. Let us meet in the next class. Maybe tomorrow or day after tomorrow I will make a wonderful video. Thank you very much.